Why hello, you people from Earth and outer space. It is I, Alexander from the universe. In this episode of Let's Java, we're going to be installing what's necessary in order to start development. Because without the Java toolset, we're not going to be able to do much in Java. So you're going to want to start off by opening up your web browser and head right over to the little search bar up here. We're going to want to search for Java SE download. Java SE stands for Java Standard Edition. If you're on a Mac computer or a Linux computer, the installation might be a little grumpy. And if that's the case, you can try on following this episode as normal, but if it turns out that the installation is a little grumpy, then I highly recommend you search for some sort of tutorial somewhere on your own. So the thing we're going to do here is we're going to press the first link here, and it's going to take us to the download page of Java SE, the standard edition. You're going to want to scroll down a bit, and you're going to see JDK here. Now, JDK stands for Java Development Kit, and that contains all the libraries and all the tools you need in order to develop Java programs. So you're going to want to download that, and it's going to take you to another page, and you're going to be like, hey, Java Standard Edition Development Kit, AQ111, or something similar to that. And you're going to be like, hey, accept license agreement. And it's going to be so happy. Windows 64-bit, that's what I'm on. If you're on Mac or perhaps even Linux, you're going to want to choose one of those. If you're on a 32-bit system, you're going to want to choose this x86 here. But since I'm on 64-bit Windows, I'm going to want to choose this download here. I want to press this, the download, and that's going to download a file for us. Now, since I already got Java installed on my computer, there would be no need whatsoever for me to actually install Java again. So I'm going to close this, just like that. But what that file you just downloaded is going to do is it's going to take you through a somewhat extensive setup wizard, and you're just going to want to press next, 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 and then finish, and everything's going to be installed for you. But there is one more thing that we need to do in order to actually access the Java compiler command on Windows. Now, for you Linux users and Mac users out there, this should automatically work for you, but if it doesn't, do use your search engine. Your search engine is your best friend at times like these. We're going to need to add the Java compiler to our Windows path in order for us to be able to access it from anywhere inside the command prompt, but only as for Windows. So we're going to open up our File Explorer, and from here on, we're going to want to locate the directory where we installed Java. It should probably be located inside your C drive under Program. That would make sense. Java. JDK, now I have a few versions here. We're going to go for the newest one. You can see 111, 101. 111 is newer. So it's the JDK. We're going to want to double click that and locate the bin. And here is where all of our different Java programs are located. For example, the Java C, which stands for Java Compiler, you can see right here. So you're going to want to find the path that leads to this folder. I'm going to press that, do Control-C to copy this string of text. Now the next thing we're going to do is open up the place where our environment variables go. We can achieve this by right-clicking this computer, hit Properties. It's going to bring you to this screen right here. You're going to want to press Advanced System Settings. It's going to bring up yet another window. Now it's time to press Environment Variables. It must be very confusing considering everything's in Swedish. Once you're in here, inside the environment variables, we got system variables down here. And if you don't have a path like this, a path variable, you want to press New here and type in path for the variable name. And then as for the variable value, you're going to want to paste that file, that path, to the bin. Something like this. Since I already have a path here, I'm going to go ahead and edit this and press New and type in the value, the path that leads to our bin. If you're on an older version of Windows, this might all look like a long string, then upon the last element inside this long string of all these things, you're going to want to add a semicolon and then add the path to the bin. So once you have this, you're going to want to press OK, 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 and we'll close all this because we don't need that anymore. In order to test and see if Java's working, we're going to want to press the window key R in order to open up the little run window here. Tap in cmd.exe for the command prompt. On other operating systems, you're going to want to locate your terminal, specifically if you're on a Unix-based system. So terminal or cmd. We're going to be presented with this window right here. In order for us to see if Java's working, we can type in javac, which stands for the Java compiler, blank space. We're going to add a flag to this by typing in dash, and then type version, so the version flag. By pressing enter on this, we should be presented with a version of our Java compiler, which is javac 1.8.0 underscore 111. This means it worked brilliantly. There is one more thing we want to do in order for us to be 100% sure this is actually working. We're going to write a simple hello world program. A simple program that writes out hello world to the console. Console being either the command prompt or the terminal. So go ahead and open up your favorite text editor. Now I'm going to be using Notepad++ for this. In the following episodes, we're going to be downloading something called an IDE, Integrated Development Environment. It's going to handle all the running and things for us. So it's only for this episode that you're going to need a text editor, and Notepad, regular Notepad works just fine. Inside of this text file here that we're creating, it says new one. You want to type class hello world, new line, and I like that. Public static void main string args, new line, curly brace, and in here we're going to type system out.println hello world. In the next episode, we're going to be explaining what all of this does and contemplate the meaning that lies within. For now, don't worry about what this does. Save this file somewhere on your computer. I'm going to save it inside a folder called Java Tome. And inside of this folder, we're going to save this as hello world.java. Make sure you're using the file extension .java at the end here. You're going to want to hit save. And if you're using an editor like Notepad++, which has code highlighting, you're going to see everything lights up really nicely on some keywords. So go ahead and open up your command prompt again, or your terminal for that matter. You're going to want to locate this folder where you saved this file. In order for us to do that, there are various different commands you can use if you're not used to the command prompt or the terminal. So we're going to go ahead and type cd for change directory, and I know for a fact that this folder is located inside my desktop. So we're going to go desktop, going to change the directory to the desktop, hit cd again. Now if you want to go back one folder, you can do ... 2 period signs, but I'm going to go back into the desktop folder, and from there type in Rust. This is Java. Type in Java Tome. Now if you want to view what files are located inside this folder, you can type in dir, alternatively ls on Unix-based systems. We can see all the files that are in here. There's only one file, hello world.java. And now, since we know this file actually exists, we want to go ahead and compile this file so we can run it. When compiling a file in Java, you type in the Java compiler, so javac, and then append a file name to that, which in this case, we're going to want to compile the hello world.java. Hello world.java, like so. Java compile hello world.java, hit enter, it's going to compile, and if you're presented with errors, check your code. Now if you type dir again, you can see we have a new file here called hello world.class. This is the executable file using something called a Java virtual machine. That's the reason we're able to run things on almost all operating systems out there. In order to call the Java virtual machine and tell it to run something for us, we type in Java, just Java now, and hello world. There is no need to type into the file extension, just press enter, and it's gonna say hello world. Isn't that magical? It just said hello world to us. It just greeted the world. That is absolutely beautiful. So now that we have this message here, we know for a fact that everything worked out as according to plan. Good job, everyone. Great work. Why, goodbye, you people from Earth and outer space. Feel free to leave a comment stating something utterly hilarious or perhaps even a like. Until next time.